You've probably heard that tomatoes are good for your health, and indeed they are. Rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant, tomatoes can help protect the heart, reduce inflammation, and even support brain health. But what if I told you that depending on how it's prepared, this highly praised food could actually become a hidden risk to your neurological health? Most people believe they're doing the best by preparing a homemade tomato sauce, fresh, natural, with quality ingredients. But what almost no one knows is that a single detail in the preparation process can compromise all those benefits. And more than that, it may be silently contributing to the accumulation of a toxic substance in your brain. It's not something you can see. You don't smell it, you don't taste it. But the effect over time is devastating. We're not talking about the tomato itself, but about where it's being cooked. And that's where the real danger lies. When you cook tomatoes, which are naturally acidic, in aluminum pans, a chemical reaction takes place that is rarely mentioned, yet well documented by science. The acid in the tomato reacts with the aluminum in the pan, facilitating the release of heavy metal particles into the food. These particles don't disappear. They enter your body, and sooner or later, they reach your brain. What happens next? It's a slow process, invisible, painless, quiet, but real. You keep eating, week after week, month after month, and the aluminum keeps building up. At first, it may feel like just some mental fatigue, a little trouble focusing, small memory, lapses, a constant feeling of brain fog like you're running low on energy. But over time, this accumulation can lead to more serious neurological damage, impairing the mitochondria in your neurons, interfering with communication between brain cells, and contributing to the development of conditions like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other forms of dementia. That's why, as a doctor, I feel it's important to say it's not just about what you eat, it's about how you prepare what you eat. And yes, there is a simple and accessible solution. But before I tell you what you can do to reverse this, you need to understand why aluminum is so dangerous for the human brain. So stay with me until the end of this video, because in addition to understanding how something so small might be affecting your brain health, I'll also show you effective and natural ways to minimize the effects of aluminum in your body and protect your memory in the long term. Aluminum is a heavy metal that, in small amounts, is already present in many parts of our daily lives. Cooking utensils, cans, packaging, deodorants, medications, and of course, the widely used aluminum pans. The problem is that our body is not designed to handle chronic aluminum accumulation. It's not an essential mineral. It has no beneficial function in the human body. On the contrary, once it builds up, especially in brain tissue, aluminum can interfere with several vital functions of the central nervous system. Scientific studies show that aluminum, when absorbed continuously, accumulates in areas of the brain associated with memory and learning. It impairs mitochondrial function, the energy engines of our cells, and directly affects neurotransmitter production, which are crucial for emotional balance, focus, and mental clarity. It also causes silent inflammation in brain tissue and increases the production of free radicals, the main agents behind neuronal degeneration. Over time, this leads to symptoms ranging from mental fatigue to more severe cognitive disorders. And the most concerning part, it's a cumulative process. You won't notice it immediately. There's no pain, no visible warning signs. But in the medium and long term, the effects show up. And often, by the time the first symptoms appear, like trouble remembering words, unexplained irritability, constant mental exhaustion, the process is already well underway. But here's the good news. Prevention exists, reversal is possible, and it all starts with simple choices. The first one is to stop using aluminum pans, especially when preparing acidic foods like tomatoes, vinegar, citrus fruits, or wine-based sauces. These foods accelerate aluminum release into your meals. The second is to switch to safe cookware that doesn't react with food or release heavy metals. The best options are pure ceramic cookware, which doesn't react with any type of food and preserves nutrients well. Heat-resistant glass, ideal. For sauces, soups, and long cooking times, high-quality stainless steel safe if well maintained. And in some cases, cast iron, which is not only safe but also provides small amounts of beneficial iron, especially helpful for women and people with anemia. In addition, if there's a suspicion of high aluminum levels in your body, whether from environmental exposure, diet, or long-term use of unsafe cookware, you can begin a gentle, natural detox process that won't harm your body. And here's a practical tip. Natural cilantro tea has chelating properties. That means it helps your body eliminate heavy metals through urine, including aluminum. It's a simple, accessible, and effective way to support detoxification, especially when combined with an anti-inflammatory diet. Now you understand why this information had to reach you. Tomatoes are still an amazing ally for your brain, as long as you know how to prepare them. Sometimes, it's not the food itself that causes harm, but the invisible context in which it's handled. And your brain health depends on that, on your awareness, on your small daily habits, on the pan you choose, on how you care for what nourishes your body and your mind. That's why I always say, brain health starts long before the first symptoms appear. It starts with simple choices, with what's on your plate, and often with what you use to prepare it. If you've come this far, it's because you care about your health, or the health of someone you love. And that attention to detail, no matter how small it seems, can be the difference between aging with clarity or spending years in mental confusion, forgetfulness, and cognitive decline. Don't wait for symptoms to show up. Prevention is still the best medicine. If this message resonated with you, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you'll continue receiving content that supports your health, with more clarity, awareness, and simplicity in your daily life. And share this video with someone you love. Maybe it's your father, your mother, your grandparents, or someone who still uses aluminum pans without knowing the risks. This kind of information saves lives and protects minds. And tell me in the comments, did you already know about the risks of aluminum? Do you know other teas that support aluminum detox? Let's talk, and let's build together a channel that educates, protects, and transforms. See you in the next video. Your brain will thank you, and so will your future.